Today is exactly 1 month since we left China. And it feels like we've never been to China at all. It feels like we've been here all the time. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I know I have zebras on my face. One of my goals for this year is to start a podcast in Serbian, so I won't talk much about it and share anything here. So right now we are in the room where I sleep, I work, and where the podcast will be. And as you might see, it's quite small room. I don't know in feet, but I would say it's like 5 by 3 meters. And there isn't a lot of furniture. There are 2 soft boxes. One is turned on right now. The other is turned on here. I don't have a sofa yet, but we are in the process of finding one and ordering one. Behind this soft box is a window, and I need to cover that window, not right now, but in the future probably, because I don't want to have changing light, which can happen often if it's cloudy. I want to have continuous light using these 2 soft boxes. So before I starting up the setup of the podcast, I just want to show you the thing on my wall, which is nothing special, and like microphones and cameras and software that I'm going to use. So first let's go to the wall. So this thing here is just a USB hub. It goes straight into my computer, this plug here. And it has its own power supply. That's this thing here, and it goes down where it's plugged in the power. Right there. So this thing here is just another power plug where I put my iPhone charger, laptop charger. Right now this is for the light. This light, and this is the power supply for my internet. And just to mention, this USB hub is a little miracle, I'd guess, because it can support 1, 2, 3 hard drives. The red one is like a personal hard drive where we keep our photos and videos, like family stuff. And sometimes I put movies there if I download them. Don't ask me how I download them. And black 1 and 2 is for archive, for videos. On this one, I keep raw videos. And I keep them until it's full. And when it's full, and I didn't use any of the videos, I just delete them and I only keep the renders. This one is mainly for photos, for the archive, where I keep raw photos. I have one more hard drive, which is like a work hard drive. This is 1 TB. This is 4 TB, 4 TB, 1 TB. This is a work hard drive. This is where I put all my work in progress files, videos and photos. It's SSD, it's very fast, and you can edit on it without any problems. And so that's the 3 plugs here. This is Boya PM700. I bought it in China. Arm for a microphone I bought here. And it goes to USB, straight to the USB. So I plug the mic here and I will plug the other one as well. And if you're wondering how can I use two USB mics on the PC, is because you can set everything up in your OBS. So this is the OBS. It's basically a broadcasting software. It can do a lot of things, but one of the important things it can do, it can take up to multiple cameras and multiple microphones. So right now we have mic 1 plugged in. When I plug in the second mic, it will also show up here. It can record in various channels. Just let me hear output. So it can record on 6 different channels. So I can record one mic on one channel, the other mic on the other channel. And if I need to cut something just from one mic, it can easily be done. And you can record everything on one channel. So I usually record mic 1, channel 1, mic 2, channel 2. And channel 6 is for everything. And channel 5 is only for the desktop if you're doing a commentary videos or something like that. And that's about the setup, the technical setup, I think. And I also use this USB hub to connect my cameras for the podcast. And it goes directly into OBS. I have a HDMI cable and I have something. So this is the HDMI cable, 3 meters long. And I have this capture card. It's a very cheap Chinese capture card. It cost me something like $3, but in China, actually it's $4. Let's say it's $4. But on Amazon, you can find it on somewhere between 10 to 30, depending on the seller. But it's way cheaper than Elgato, a capture card, which is more than $100. And this thing does the same job as Elgato. You can check the reviews on the internet. So if I put the coffee table here, then I can put one armchair here, the other one there. So I guess the downside of this is that I'll have to set things up every time I need to record a podcast. And that's something I have to do until I get the podcast studio. We have one armchair here, table is here, one light for one guest. We need to direct this light to the other guest. And this is for me and for him. So I still don't know if it's gonna be one camera setup or 2 camera setups. So far, I'm leaning into one, but let's see. One microphone is all set up, although it's not turned on. So let's try the other one. To mi ćeš da me gledaš? I don't like this setup, and the cable is just too short, so we'll have to rearrange everything.
Hello.
Unfortunately. So I'm testing everything. My camera is connected to the computer over there, and the mics are connected everywhere. So we're recording the test podcast, let's say, and I want to show you the setup. So this is chair number 1. This is chair number 2. This is the window in the background, where we're using one light from here and one light in the back. And let me just show you quickly. This is this is that. It says Yongnuo YN304. It's RGB light. We set it up to blue so we can have this blue wall and the purple one. And this is mic number 1. Mic number 2. And this is how it sounds. This is my late night FM voice. Hope you like it. If you want to support this channel, you can follow me on Patreon, and you can send us PayPal donations so far. Soon enough, we might open a merch shop, but that's something that's to plan about in the future. So far, PayPal, Patreon, whatever you like. I might even start doing some Q&As on Patreon, like live Zoom calls and broadcasting to all the Patreons I have. So if you have any questions that require a lot of details in answering, that's a perfect place to start. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Late Night FM with Ivan.